for tonight's game. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. Last outing for the Nets was a loss to Atlanta at Phillips Arena. Yeah, that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offense. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Roy Hibbert is out there with Brandon. Then it's Russell, and it's Kobe in at small forward. And Bogdanovich kicks to Sloan. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Henry Sims is checked in for Young. And then for Los Angeles, Nancy's checked in for Hibbert. World Peace comes in for Kobe. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And it's Freak missing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Sloan. And the layup's good off the glass. Sloan's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Count the bucket.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Robinson. They get it again. Sloan. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Sloan's got 6.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
That's good. In a pretty tightly contested.
Kevin, we
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second. Half getting underway. Both teams battling hard.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And so the Lakers take the win. An amazing game lasting multiple overtime.
An epic battle. Both teams will rest well tonight. I mean, they gave tremendous effort in this one.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight.
Look, how many times have we seen games like this from Kobe? He was the primary option. They needed a bucket. He delivered. His game has evolved in the last few years, but the recipe was working tonight.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together. Finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every week, fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
Word?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him, and it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, well, check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me and announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. We can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the group here for Philadelphia. Some changes for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Freak in at point guard. World Peace is out there with Ryan Kelly. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Randall in at the 5. To the left wing. There's a screen by Noel. Covington loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Covington's got his first bucket in this one. Here's Freak. And again, the Lakers no good. Smith dishes to Covington. Stolen by Clarkson. No luck. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. 76ers ahead, up 6. Live from Philadelphia. You're watching. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case and the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
They're just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Lakers 5 right now. Freak, he's in at point guard. Ryan Kelly out there with World Peace. Then it's Randall. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. Smith. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket. And the first half comes to...
Go, Roy.
With some changes. World Peace comes in for Nick Young, and Freak subbed in for Bryant. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road games.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then it's Thompson. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded, and the shot is good. Freak's got 5 points so far.
And the Lakers would end with a road record of 9-32. That is a franchise worst for them, and sums up the year they had away from safety.
No coverage that time. He's got 12.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt. You know, looking at the Lakers, a big thing for them as we get back to their road woes is they didn't win a single game on the road in their division. In a word, that's terrible.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Lakers trail by 6. Bass with a screen for World Peace. Stolen by Landry. And it's Okafor at the elbow. Thompson inside the line. Another miss by Philadelphia. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Hibbert kicks to Freak. Okafor with the steal. That's tipped and stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Soft touch off the glass. Russell's got 8 points.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Both teams will make substitutions. And he's got... So the 76ers win it. It was a fantastic...
We got to forget about that
The
one.
2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
The only color I care about is green, money. We made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What do you think about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life. Thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
Wow. A Christmas Day game. I didn't expect to be on this stage as a rookie, but it'll be exciting, no doubt. I watched the NBA all day long on Christmas growing up, and to think that kids out there will be seeing me be a part of that, it's surreal. And I've never been one to disappoint the kids, so I better go out there and put on a show.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. The group for Los Angeles. Paul Pierce has checked in for the Clippers. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Pierce is out there with Griffin, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
If you look at Chris Paul, you're looking at a guy who really is the standard bearer of point guards. I mean, he can pass, he can score, he plays great defense. He also competes. But what makes him the floor general that all others are measured against, really the instincts and leadership.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Here's Griffin. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Freak.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he makes all 3. And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range in his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
There's the pick. They kick it out to Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Williams can't hit. Now, here's Redick. A 20-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. Rivers can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter. When you have that sort of focus. Some changes here for the Lakers. World Peace comes in for Bryant. And Freak subbed in for Clarkson. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Paul. In for Austin Rivers. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder had a difficult game. He ended with 7 points and also helped out, forcing a few turnovers, coming away with key steals. He had just a really rough shooting night, and the rim seemed to have a lid on it for him. We'll see if the lid's been lifted here, guys.
Doris, thanks. And we all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he could come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
That would be a huge help. I mean, the faster he can move on and get locked into the present, the better off his team will be. Yeah, because of Blake Griffin, the Clippers certainly known for their big dunks, he and DeAndre Jordan. But they can hurt you from long range, too. A lot of three-point threats on this team. And last year, they were 3rd in the league in three-point percentage.
Crawford with the ball. Picked up by World Peace. Outside, Green. The tray. It's hauled in by World Peace. Lakers trail by 13. For the Clippers, it's been a bit of a trend for them. They've been relying on the three ball more and more the last couple of years.
Yeah, and last season marked the third straight year where the Clippers set a franchise record in threes. Also had a franchise record set for an individual as Redick hit 200 threes for the team.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smart.
And the first half.
Gentlemen, I'm here.
Your Lakers, 34. The Clippers.
Hey, fellas, let's go over what happened in the first half. It wasn't what we had in mind, but there's plenty of time to get things straightened.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Green. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Freak is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center. That's the Laker 5.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Los Angeles leading by 9. It's Redick on the wing. Offensive rebound. The Lakers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Randall with the bucket.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Good. Redick's got 12 in the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Griffin. And count the basket. He was fouled. We'll go for a different look here. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Bass. Robert Sacre comes in for Ryan Kelly. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Freak subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for the Clippers, Jordan, he's checked in for Aldrich. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Paul in for J.J. Redick. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul is out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Sacre kicks to Kobe. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Tarek Black, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Johnson, he's checked in for Jeff Green. And here's Freak.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Out left to the wing. Here's Rivers. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And Bryant kicks to Freak. And taken away by Johnson. Feeds it to Paul. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, offensively, they're looking much sharper here in the second half. The turnovers and miscues are down, and I think they're getting quality shots as well.
Pass to Kobe. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Jordan with a screen on World Peace. Paul kicks to Rivers. Los Angeles with another miss. Dishes to Freak. The high post shot. Chris Paul grabs the miss.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
How about the concentration. He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Brandon Bass is checked in for Robert Sacre. Ryan Kelly comes in for Tarek Black. And it's Clarkson in for Bryant. The Clippers also making some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Crawford in for Paul.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Freak passes to Bass. He feeds it to Freak. Lakers passing it around. Here's Clarkson. Softly drops in the floater.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Lakers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Crawford. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Rivers, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by a position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in.
And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for the Clippers. 2 straight seasons of no playoff. For the Lakers after last year's miss, not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation. Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
So the clip.
Chris, you're in.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jamal Crawford. He showed the composure and cleverness that only a longtime veteran could possess. A vintage performance from a very... And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done.
Man.
I'll make the call.
Impact Not If We Trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
The Lakers continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Mozgov. He's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. So the Lakers 5 right now. Freak, he's in at the point. Larry Nance out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Bass in at the 5.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Both teams. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win no matter what the circumstance is. If that means playing young guys extended minutes, then all systems go. I mean, that's what being a pro is all about.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Freak in at point guard. Brandon Bass is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Williams. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He finished with 8 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. A performance like this was just the trick his team needed to snap their losing streak.
Back at 2 shots. The different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. LeBron, no luck. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Mozgov, a screen on Williams. The drive by James. Williams with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Freak. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And the shot is good. Nance has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you can see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster. Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Freak. Drills it from outside. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. James kicks to Dellavedova. Mozgov passes to LeBron. Now the pass to Dellavedova. Just his first attempt. No luck.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And
Gentlemen, I'm over.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Brandon Bass is checked in for Randall. Williams comes in for Young. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Bryant. And Freak subbed in for Russell. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Amon Shumpert. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Mozgov in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. For 3, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
Yeah, the level of energy they had, guys, in the win wasn't matched by their opponents, and that rebounding difference, I think, was indicative of that.
There's the pick. The drive by Shumpert. To the inside, Fry, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
1:02 left in the third. Here's Freak. And good on the basket. Book it. Freak's got the lead back up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Irving a screen on Williams. Outside Irving. And there's the feed to Shumpert. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Clarkson.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And here's Hibbert. He's got 6. Bass gets an open look, and Shumpert pulls it down.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And it's Freak missing. Outside Shumpert. Irving from long range. And released it in time, but it's off the... Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. Roy, what does this sort of grind-it-out win say about your basketball team?
We're a tough team. We let the grind win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Kobe Bryant. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your images cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make it flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, But Cece got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
What CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
Cece, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf, and how it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic, we all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about Team
A
Freak?
manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what you
say
know what?
about
No.
Team
The
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap.
You gonna let her
Hey.
talk to me like that, really?
This
You
is
can
way
check her
too
now.
cold in here, and I ain't even
check
talking
her
about the
now.
weather.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you, it's in the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister, you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you
and
know I'll
don't
never
worry
leave our
about
parents
a
in projects.
thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, Freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, Freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, CC. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just hang around, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just got to make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You got to do what you got to do it to get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivities as we get ready to go with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. 17 seconds left in the first. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Maurice Spade's out there with Green. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. And it's Freak missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Kobe Bryant dealing with Kobe's age, and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Warriors?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
Freak in at point guard. Williams is out there with World Peace. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks provided a nice lift. He ended with 7 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he... He's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Really left alone that time. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it. For many years.
Low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Randall's a dominating fan.
Thank you, Kevin.
First half, your Lakers, 18. The Warriors.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. Pass to Freak. And he jams it with authority.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Randall, a screen on Thompson. Freak. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Iguodala, the pass to Curry. Lets it fly. Here's Bogut. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Pass to Huertas. From downtown, and Nick Young good for 3.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Curry kicks to Green. The drive by Thompson, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin. And for the Lakers, their shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Freak, he's in at point guard. Larry Nance out there with Robert Sacco. And there's Bryant, and it's Kelly in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Here's Curry. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Iguodala outside. Inside. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Iguodala. 15 points for Klay Thompson.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Here's Sacre, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Larry Nance.
Well, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
Here's Clark. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
The 3 from Bryant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
And Kevin, listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Freak with it, working on Thompson, and that one's good. Freak. And here is Iguodala. The dish now to Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
On the wing, Kobe. Lets it fly from 18. Again, the Lakers.
Kobe getting it done. Just a gorgeous shot that time.
Looking at Los Angeles. They want to turn it around after the loss to Atlanta. They double in with Freak. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And that one's good by Clark.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
And the Warriors making a change here. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over. Here's Curry.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And, Greg, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Green. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Here's Freak. But they get it back. And again, the Lakers. No good. And here are the Warriors now. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
And stolen by Williams. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
We got to forget about that one.
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith with Stephen Curry.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60%. Reminds me of...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for...
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem take my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint me street corners green, my bank notes the color bill scene. Half man, half amazing. Call me Simi out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign, got a poet. A ghetto saint with grand designs, call me focus. Before the Basquiats, the streets is hopeless. I'm that Harlem Saint painting pictures, making new kind of skill, banking up to 12 figures. They call me Basquiats, pockets full of fat knots, dust till dawn. Your boy makes the street pop, got it on lock. My body don't stop, make it hot. Love it when the bunnies bounce when they on top. Basquiat, I got 107 C's, making waves to the world knows me. Basquiat, my pocket go deep. I dive in the highs, get up and then creep. I'm on my hustling grind, I'm all about my money. No time for playing games when the game ain't funny.
Okay, yo, he's nice. What's his name?
He goes by the name Basquiat, yo. Basquiat puts game down on them bars, yo. I'm telling you. Hey, we record a nice mixtape. Hey, do a nice video. Get some honeys up in there dancing. Hey, we could build a franchise around this, yo. Hey, I want us to do a deal, Freak.
I mean, what you mean by us, Vic?
I mean us, as in you and me and you. Putting some serious Skrilla behind this and... Put me on, man. I'm Basquiat.
What?
You heard me? I'm Basquiat. That's me.
That's you?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, you nice with it. What? Yeah. Wow, okay.
Thanks, man.
Basquiat.
Yo, we don't need no major label to make this happen, man. And in the end, we reap all the benefits. Think about it.
I know what you're thinking. I noticed we passed Colonel Young Park, too.
Yo, Coach Judy was the best. I remember when she took us from park to park so we could play ball. She taught us how to be comfortable in places other than the courts and the projects.
Word. Yo, Coach Judy would have us shoot hundreds of jumpers all over the court with both hands.
Hey, you caught onto the ambidextrous thing real fast, though.
Right. Now, but you were a beast with the hops. You were like 13, 5'6", and could reverse dunk with 2 hands. Come on, man. Whoa! Yeah, used to bug all the older dudes out on the court.
Yup. Oh, good times, man. Good times.
What's wrong, Vic? What's wrong?
It's nothing, man. It's silly, really.
Come on, Vic. Fess up.
I'm thinking about how fortunate you are. You know, how blessed you are. You know, you grew up with a mom's and a dad. Both parents. Your family treated me like family when my dad died in Greenhaven in his 9th year on his 40-year bid. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I turn around, my mom's died from that flu. That sick parting gift my dad left my mom's.
Oh, I feel you, Vic. But it's all right, man. You know, your moms and pops were good people. You know, may they rest in power.
So you're gonna patronize me now? You're gonna pity the little boy whose worthless, low-budget parents died from AIDS? Is that what you're gonna do? Yo, don't pity me, all right? And don't play me neither. As a matter of fact, go play the lottery, because, hey, you never know. Your chances might be better.
Vic. What are you doing right now?
You got everything, don't you, freak? What do I have? Nothing. Man, I got nothing. You won't even, your cheap butt won't even front me the Skrilla I need to back a Basquiat mixtape, yo. And on top of that, I get banned from traveling with the team. I get banned from the locker rooms. I get banned from the arena. Why would you let them do this to your best friend, man? What kind of friend are you?
Vic, you being serious right now. You're serious. Yo, you sound like you on some Welch's sour grape right now, man. You jelly?
I ain't jealous of you, freak.
You sure, man? Because this, well, I don't know what you call this little tirade. It spreads like some Welch's grape jelly. Are you jealous?
Like I said, I ain't jealous of you, freak. As a matter of fact, I think you are jealous of me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you jealous of the way that I'm laying it down with these hotties on Instagram while you stuck at home with your one blazing beauty. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't get heated because you went behind my back to get at Yvette, and she turned you down, B. Oh, what's wrong, Basquiats? Yeah, that's right. Look at you. Out there drowning in the middle of a whack lake without a lifesaver.
Brother, real talk. You know how I get. All right, I was feeling a little friendly. I got a little loose with it, you know. I was just up and out. You know me, man.
Save that riff for Heathcliff. Yvette told me all about it. I kept it on the low. See if you ever was gonna mention it. You did it. You broke the code, B. One never steps to his boy's boo, even after they break up. But you broke the code. And you know you did. But you know what? It's still all love here. But it's you who chooses this life in these streets. You know, you want to get on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tinder. Trying to chase these thirsty tens? Yeah, use my name as a coupon. Reel them all in. Hey, sweet thing. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, shawty, you know I'm a FOF, a friend of freak. And then when they husbands and boyfriends start coming after you and you want to play the macho man role, start throwing hands, scrapping and fighting, who's the one that has to bail you out of jail? Huh? Who's the one that has to pay these lawyers in six-figure settlements, huh? Me! Not you. Oh, no, not you, Vic. And then when you want to throw these lavish parties without consulting me, who's the one stuck with the bill, Vic? Huh? Me! Not you, but me! I have hit you off in the past 10 months with $250,000, Vic. $250,000! That's a lot of money. I don't mind you eating, but when you being a glutton, and the glutton off my plate and my food, love is love, but I'm keeping it 10 times 10 with you right now, Vic. 100. As usual, 100.
You right. Right, freak. You've been carrying me for a long time. I've been a burden and a hindrance to you. And I'm sorry. I thank you for your generosity of finance. I thank you for your generosity of friendship. I thank you for your generosity of spirit.
You know what? It's all good, my brother.
But you owe me.
Owe you?
Yeah, you owe me.
Yeah, how you figure
Big
that?
time.
Uh-huh. How? How?
Dirt Bike Donnie. Remember him? Dude who was robbing everybody in the towers?
Vic, I thought we was never, ever gonna talk about that.
Oh, you thought wrong, homie. I remember it like it was yesterday. Remember when we were on the stairwell in the building? Remember that? We had just brought our sheepskin coats from Delancey Street, our senior year of high school. You were the hottest prospect in the country. and Donnie's jealous butt, man, he had it out for you and me. But more so you, freak. More so you. Remember when he saw our brand new fresh sheepskin coats? Oh, dude lost his mind. He ran up on you and told you to run it.
Man.
Oh, man, he wanted your coat.
Yo, nah, Vic.
Oh, he wanted it so
Vic,
bad.
no, we were fighting, all right? We were fighting. Okay, then he reached in his coat, and when he pulled, we struggled, man.
Yeah.
And when he pulled back, he fell down stairway by himself and cracked his head in two.
Yo, man, hey, calm down. Yo, it's all good. It's all good, fam. I was there. Remember that? I was there. I saw the whole thing. It's like you said. Everything happened so fast. You know, you was working off of adrenaline and pure instinct. I know you didn't try and do it. I know you didn't try and do it, man. Yeah. Anyway, I took care of all the loose ends when you ran down the flight of steps. Left me holding the bag. Yeah. So your secret is safe with me, Freak. Has been and always will be. Safe from that same morality clause that you threw in my face when I was banned from your NBA life. So, next time you want to talk about food, remember. When Dirt Bike Donnie looked at you like food, who was it that saved the day? Me! It was me! Victor Van Leer, who cleaned your dirty plate for you. You're a clean freak. You're cleaning in the Board of Health. 'Cause of who? 'Cause of me. You got all this because of me. And don't you ever forget that.
Oh, man. Hey, I just thought of something so funny. You gonna get a kick out of this. You gonna get a kick out of this. Yo, I need you to ask you for one more favor.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bruh. That's hilarious.
Hey, it might be the last favor I ever ask of you, but you gotta admit that's really fun.
Yeah, of course. Anything for FOF.
Oh, hey, says the NBA megastar, his voice dripping with the sarcasm. Hey, yo, peep this. Let me borrow this here ride, man. Hey, come on. It's not like you're gonna miss it. It's just gonna sit in your Tribeca garage next to your Aston Martin and your Lambo, and we both know they collecting dust. Yo, how many whips you got anyway?
Man, come on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even want to know. Yo, this ride is for sure an aphrodisiac for all the hottie hots. Man, we living the life, man. My main man, Frequency Vibrations. We for sure living the dream.
I need this back at the end of the season in the same condition. Repeat, same condition.
Same condition.
That I lent it to you. Pristine, Vic.
I know what that word means. Hey, I won't let you down, man. I'm gonna treat this ride like one of my own hottie hots.
No.
No?
No, you not. Not in this car, you not. No.
All right, man. I won't let you down, okay? I will change my ways, I promise. Yo, you hungry? I'm hungry, man. Let's go get something to eat, man. Let's get some grub. Huh? What do you say? What do you say?
Wow.